Hey there, folks. Dave here with the Fuchsia City Fearows, here commentating my battle against the Lavender Town Lillipups, led by Amber. So, I noticed she tends to start things off with Mamoswine, so I thought I'd try and spook it with Manaphy. Not a big fan of the rocks, and my tactics do in fact work. Sends out Metagross instead. I use Knockoff. This is my sweet physical Manaphy set. Does pretty good damage and knocks the leftovers off Metagross, which is a good thing. I switch out because Manaphy doesn't like getting hit hard and send out Big Woofs. Figure I'll get that Intimidate down on him, but Clear Body exists, so that didn't happen. But it's a Thunder Punch, so Big Woofs is able to take it okay. Leftovers trigger. So from there we get another switch. X gonna give it to him, does not give it, and Little Sebastian, the My Little Pony, comes out. I did do a Flare Blitz in case she tried to stay in. Still does pretty good damage because of a crit. So yeah, can't say I have any complaints about that round. Here I tried to feint a switch and go for a wild charge, but just take the Scald, and Big Woofs is down. Rather unfortunate, but what can you do? It was a good risk. I sent out Cowboy Dan, who Keldeo doesn't really have much of an answer for, I think, given that it instantly switches out. Out comes XJ9, the Magearna. I just roost here. I roosted in case it was going to do something super effective and to see if it would outspeed. Here's a Heat Wave. Does good damage off a crit. Flare Cannon was really terrifying when it came out, but Cowboy Dan's actually pretty tough, and with the harsh special attack drop and leftovers recovery, I didn't think another Flare Cannon would kill. So we get another switch. This time a switch to Mamoswine, and I just get a free roost. Roosts turned out to be real helpful this game. Gotta say, pretty good move, that roost. Bring it. Yeah, from there I realized it could even kill me with its priority, so I send out Gurthang, the Doublade. Swing. So yeah, there's the Ice Shard, which doesn't do too much damage. Does like 10 damage, in fact. The Earthquake, on the other hand, that kind of hurts. But Gurthang's decently tanky, could at least take one Earthquake. Iron Head, I honestly hoped it would do even kill maybe, but no such luck. From there, Knock Off, which leaves me with 2 HP, but without Eviolite, so pretty useless. I Sacred Sworded here in case, I don't know, try to do something tricky, and that's the end of Roadhog. Definitely should have Earthquake here. Bad Dog, the Houndoom comes out. I just snuck here, Gurthang. It pretty much outlived his usefulness, at least get some free damage in here. Wasn't expecting the Flame Charge. Wasn't too happy about it getting that speed boost off the Flame Charge, which, given Houndoom doesn't have much of that speed. I see it has a Life Orb. I send out Angus under the assumption that there isn't much that dog can do to hurt him. So we get another switch, this time back to Little Sebastian. And I was feeling saucy, so for the third week in a row, I throw out that Z Rain Dance, try and get that speed boost. Love that rain boost on the water damage, water attack damage. So yeah. Unfortunately, this also does help the My Little Pony. At this point, I realized, if this was a special Manaphy, I could have Energy Balled and it would probably kill. But it's not special. And so it eats a Sacred Sword or Secret Sword, and it U-turns the heck out of there. Gets pretty good damage considering it's a resisted attack. I would have loved to knock off, but then I would have gotten a Justify boost, and that's no good. 3 Beards, the Tangrowth comes out. I figure, again, he's quite specially tanky, so out goes Little Sebastian, and out comes Bad Dog. And the Giga Drain, which does not a lot of damage. So because it's the rain, I figured I could eat a Fire Blast pretty safely. And in fact, it doesn't even do half my health. And then a single Earthquake does the Bad Dog in. They're thick. The Mega Lopunny comes out. I switch out there. I figure, oh, an Ice Punch from that thing will hurt. I send in Magellan, the Alolan Muck. I was kind of hoping I'd get a Poison Touch Poison off Touch. And since he's decently tanky, I figured he could handle whatever it throws out. There's the Fake Out, as expected. Rain stopped, so rain didn't do too much for me besides help me take that Fire Blast a bit better, but I suppose that's something. Eats the high jump kick, survives with 2 health, gets a meaty poison jab off, does good damage. Would have loved to get a poison there, but I switch out here, figure we'd go for the kill and send in Cowboy Dan, who's pretty much at full HP thanks to that roost. There's the Ice Punch. She did guess the switch in well, but Cowboy Dan is pretty tanky. So the Ice Punch isn't too much of a problem for him. Withdraws thick and sends in Little Sebastian again. And I just discharged. I was going to discharge it anyways. I'm sure she was expecting a roost to go, you know, back to near full health. But that's the end of that pony. That Leftovers heal turns out to be pretty key. X gon' give it to him. The Metagross is back. And from there, Cowboy Dan just throws out a Heat Wave, which kills. Cowboy Dan put in a lot of work this battle. Glad he finally got into the saddle, as some would say. Get more Leftovers. This turns out to be very crucial a little later in the battle. Thick comes back. So yeah, I eat another Ice Punch, and I throw out a Discharge in hopes it would kill, and it doesn't, but it gets paralyzed, so honestly this ends up working way better in my favor. Get my Leftovers off, because now that it's slower than me, I can safely roost, and then eat an Ice Punch without much worry for damage, and now I have enough health to take a Fleur Cannon. Thankfully this Ice Punch doesn't freeze, that would have been a bit of a bummer. Let's see, from here I throw out a Heat Wave in case you try to do something tricky and get a free switch into Magearna, but it doesn't, and it's still a kill on Thick. And that just leaves Magearna, I believe. Yeah, XJ9's all that's left. So I throw out the Heat Wave there. I was half expecting to eat like a Z Fleur Cannon, something here, or die, but nope, just your average run-of-the-mill Fleur Cannon. Maybe it didn't have Ferrinium Z. Cowboy Dan survives quite readily, and it has that special attack drop, so even if Cowboy Dan died here, I think Manaphy wouldn't have too much trouble cleaning up. And another Heat Wave takes the battle. It was actually a pretty fun battle. I had a lot of fun with all that switching and prediction in the early game, and I'm quite happy to see Cowboy Dan do his stuff. I'm glad it was a very good drop and pickup. Thank you for watching. Bye.